Daxos in the house. Does he have one more devotion? Can he get it? 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs the 5th. There it is. Nice. Okay, so we finally got a real match to show you guys. Interesting. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we're bringing you a top mythic deck in MTG Arena. Now this deck has reached place number 8 in the mythic rankings, so that's incredible. It was piloted by JRR2 and I believe constructed by the good man himself as well. And it is a house, you guys. This deck is so powerful. We're going to take a look at the deck list, talk a little bit about some strategy, get into some gameplay footage, which is on point today, you guys. And then we're going to come full circle with some closing thoughts. So thanks for watching again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video to anyone who you might find some value in it. And yeah, let's get into it. Our deck starts out with 4 Fervent Champions. First strike haste, 1/1. Whenever he attacks another attacking knight you control, it gets +1/+0. Equip abilities, you activate that target Fervent Champion, costs 3 less to activate. So that really comes down to our Shadowspear and our Embercleave, but we're going to talk about that later in the strategy. We have 3 copies of Shadowspear. Now we've adjusted this a little bit from the original deck list. There was only 2 and an additional Fabled Passage, but we had land troubles. We were flooding continuously, so we dropped a Fabled Passage. We put in another Shadowspear, and boy, did it work out well for us. So Shadowspear is a legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has trample and lifelink. Can pay 1 permanence your opponent control, lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn, and the equip cost is 2. I want to take a side note on this 1 cost ability here. Permanence your opponent control, lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Oh my god, you guys. Demigods would die anyways, they don't have indestructible, but the actual gods, like Helioid has indestructible, can give people life gain. You can kill Helioid with this, you guys. You can kill Thassa with this. People think their gods are indestructible. They're so used to not having them die. You can get them. Not to mention Chromatic's Blessing, things like that that are going to give your opponent's creatures hexproof and indestructible. Not anymore. So Shadowspear is an absolute house. My favorite card of this deck. Let's fly through it now. We have 4 Paradise Druids. This is a 2/1. Paradise Druid has hexproof as long as it's untapped. You can tap it, add 1 mana of any color. 2 Scorching Dragonfires. This is a 2-cost instant spell. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it would die this turn, exile it instead. We have 3 copies of Domri's Ambush. This is a sorcery spell. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, and that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker that you do not control. Moving on to our 3 drops here, we do have 1 last 2-drop. It is Stomp. It's an instant adventure. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target, and that's tied on to our Bonecrusher Giant, which is our first 3-drop. It's a 4/3, and whenever Bonecrusher Giant becomes a target of a spell, Bonecrusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. Phoenix of Ash times 3. Flying Haste, it's a 2/2. You can pump it for 3. It gets +2/+0 until end of turn. You can escape it for paying 4 and exiling 3 other cards from your graveyard. It's going to come back with an additional 1/1 counter on it, which is pretty neat. 4 copies of Lovestruck Beast. This has Heart's Desire, a sorcery spell for 1. Create a 1/1 white human creature token. And then, of course, Lovestruck Beast for 3 is a 5/5, and he cannot attack unless you control a 1/1 creature. He always makes a good blocker, though. Let's bring that up right now. We have 3 copies of Collision. This is another 2-drop instant. Collision deals 6 damage to target creature with flying. And then Colossus, target creature gets +4/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Questing Beast, another one of my favorite cards here. 4/4, Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Questing Beast cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. And whenever Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls as well. And finally, and surely not least, we have a copy or 3 of Embercleave, legendary artifact equipment. It has Flash, and this spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. When Embercleave enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has double strike and trample. And the regular equip cost is 3, which would equal 0 when going onto your Fervent Champion if it's already hit the field. But when you are casting it for the initial time, you do have to pay 6 or the decreased cost in that for each attacking creature you have. Looking at lands, we have 6 mountains, 7 forest, 4 stomping grounds, 4 Temple of Abundance, which is our scry land, and 2 Fabled Passages. Like I mentioned earlier, we did drop a spear, or sorry, we added a spear and dropped a Fabled Passage to make things flow a little better for our personal liking. As far as our sideboard goes here, if you want to run best of 3, that is an option. We have Redcap Melee, Careless Celebrant, Return to Nature, Tectonic Giant, and Shifting Ceratops. Today we're focused on best of 1, which is probably why I trimmed the land back and added another Shadowspear. I'd just like to mention that again. So if you do plan to run this best of 3, probably reincorporate that Fabled Passage and knock yourself down 1 Shadowspear. That being said, let's talk a little bit about the strategy. Our strategy for the deck is very basic. It's aggro, but not pure aggro. You do have that utility removal, which is quite nice. Obviously, Fervent Champion makes an amazing 1-drop in whatever deck you play it in. If you don't have Fervent Champion, sure, play your Shadowspear or potentially your Lovestruck Beast, Heart Desire. That's going to take up the entirety of your turn 1 with those 3 cards, right? Turn 2, depending on what you want to get going, obviously ramping early on is better than ramping later on because you want to get the juice out of those lemons before your opponent has got his lemon juicer out, so to say, right? So obviously, Paradise Druid is our highest priority 2-drop. We do come full circle to our removal, though. If you need to remove something as a priority, Scorching Dragonfire is really good here. Stomp is also really good here. They're both instant speed, so you can do them on your opponent's end step. We could also incorporate Domri's Ambush if we have, say, a Fervent Champion out, or removal if we need. Obviously, I like to hold Scorching Dragonfire, depending on what deck it is for that target or threat that we need to exile. For example, in the red deck, it's Annex, Harden of the Forge. We don't want to kill it, we want to exile it. So if we see a mono red deck come our way, we're holding that Scorching Dragonfire up, right? Things like that, right? Moving on, obviously on turn 3, if we've stomped, we can play our Bonecrusher Giant, that's really nice. We can play our Phoenix of Ash, we can play our Lovestruck Beast. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If we've ramped on turn 2, turn 3 is actually going to be our turn 4, in which case we can go in with our Questing Beast. That's the ideal string, you guys, is turn 1, Champion or Shadowspear, turn 2, Paradise Druid, turn 3, Questing Beast, turn 4, Shadowspear, Questing Beast, turn 5, Embercleave, Shadowspear, Questing Beast. You know what I mean? And then we can incorporate things like Collision to deal damage to creatures with flying. Fave Wishes comes to mind. It's nice to get that out of the air. And then Colossus, if you just want to buff up your trample characters, even though it does give them trample, you can put this on anyone, I suppose. And just get that extra damage in, right? Or maybe you're saving it to protect your character from removal. Myers Grasp hits you. You buff your guy up. He survives. That's always nice sometimes as well. Questing Beast, Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. If you put Trample and Death Touch together, you're only going to need to deal 1 damage to that creature, and the rest can go to the person, which means the excess that goes to the person now goes to the Planeswalker, which is very, very cool. Obviously, we all know how powerful Embercleave is, and it's just going to ruin the game. So that is the general strategy, you guys. Before we get into today's gameplay footage, I want to quickly remind you guys of a few things. If these heavy cost decks are not your style, we do have a beginner's handbook, which goes through free-to-play decks that contain 0 rares, 0 mythics. And we have upgrade guides for each of these decks, which is really, really cool. There's a ton of other resources incorporated within it. So if you don't have the wild cards here, I would hit the beginner's handbook up, and that's going to really broaden your horizons as to what's possible within the Magic the Gathering meta. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join our Discord if you want to continue this conversation throughout the day. And we are live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. If you would like to come play some matches with us. With that all being said, let's check out today's banging gameplay footage. All right, you guys. I hate to mulligan it when we do have the land. We have a trimmed variation of this as well. So a lot of other decks have more land than we do. Stomping Grounds is probably not our favorite position to be in. Playing our Lovestruck Beast token first here. It's important not to have our adventure cards countered, as they'll go straight to the grave and we'll not get to cast the creature afterwards. So that's a bummer, right? Wow, where is our Bonecrusher Giant when you need it? We need a removal spell. Oh, we did not get it, you guys. He's gonna run away with it here, unless we can immediately remove him. Again, this is a deck that I think we're responsible for. If you want to check that out, it's called Azorius Tempo. Really Googleable on the interwebs, or you can just search it in my channel. I'm sure that'll pop up as well. Just search Azorius Tempo, Hello Good Game in Google, if that's your get. Pretty cool now that my stuff is searchable on Google. Needs a counterspell. We get it, you guys. Thank the Lord. Fervent Champion can strike in. Keeping our 1/1 back because we do want Lovestruck Beast to play a part. Okay, so he spams Rally of Wings in a defensive play here, just for the kill. Okay. Taking a scry. Could be worse than that. Right? A second Staggering Insight, you guys. Oh no. So we are again needing that Bonecrusher Giant. Don't get it. Throw the Phoenix in the air as a blocker. And draw. And we may as well just play lands. Apt. Our 1/1 can attack for free damage. He plays another Rally of Wings, I'll die. Okay, so we make it through there. Alright, I'll trade. Staggering Insight goes. My Phoenix comes back. GG RIP. How often do you guys get a lucky hand like this? Let me know in the comments. Fervent Champion ×3? Oh no. So good. We draw another mountain next turn, we're gonna be laughing. Please give us a mountain. Go on. Oh, we don't get it. Still gotta push in with them. Too important not to. Good game, you guys. These matches go quite quick. Alright, you guys. We had a match in between. A Fervent Champion where he conceded immediately. Our next match, they conceded right at the draw hand. So very good luck right now in the play queue. Get out there and win some games, you guys. As far as this hand goes, we do have a lot of removals, so we are hoping he's Creature Scum. That's what we are. Oh my god. Long live Aggro. Okay, mono green. Lovestruck Beast token. Ooh, paying life for it. Does he counter it? So that's going to be interesting. Ow. I will not be quenched again. Okay, interesting. Is it Temur Clover? Probably. Bonecrusher is a bad bounce target for Brazen Borrower. What, is he doubling down? How? What's he doing 1 damage with the Breeding Pool and Forest? Oh my god, you guys, this ranked queue. Okay, guys, I'm not sure it matters what deck you use today. I'm pretty sure you could win games. Our Shadowspear is what we like to see our opponents like a little aggressive, telling us it's our go right when the game started. We understand. Mono white, mono white. Let's let him go for 1 turn, and then we'll unleash our giant. Stepped. That'd be a good deck name. Stepped. I like his, he's got like the glow around his wings. That's cool, man. Let's crush this giant killer. Put our Shadowspear out. Take that damage. I doubt in a big capital D that he exiles our Paradise Druid. Right, let's go wide. That opens up the Embercleave. Daxos in the house. Does he have 1 more devotion? Can he get it? 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs the 5th. There it is. Nice. Okay, so we finally got a real match to show you guys. Interesting. The lifelink is probably going to save us. And we could even punch it up if we wanted. Let's punch it up next turn. Right now, let's play our Bonecrusher. I was thinking, here we go. You guys a little bit salty, hey? My mono white deck wins on turn 3 every game. Should we wait a little bit on the resolve button, you guys? No, I just kidding. Let's go. Gonna need a lot more than these. I get it, big bad at Johnny. I'm gonna chump block the shit out of you and hit you with my double strike flyer, boy! Ow. 29 life? Hit me! You're supposed to be the life gain deck, aren't you, bro? Another Johnny. Pretty cool, like, he's doing very well, but just no match. Strength of Phoenix of Ash. Typically, we put this on our Questing Beast, but when he's got ground control like this, we like to go up in the air, right? He was salty first. Oh, nice. I never even thought about that. That's a giant killer, eh? Good, oh, we just blew that turn. I'm waiting to press your go right back, Billy. I already skipped my turn. This guy. Okay, guys. Let's finish it. Gonna gain a lot of life here. Okay. Grab another Phoenix, please. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah. Questing Beast just is the greatest blocker in the gosh damn world, you guys. Oh, he killed one of our things. Yes. One mana short. It's getting a little bit embarrassing, you guys. Are we gonna lose to mono white? Buff. Right? Oh, shit. Bad blocking on our behalf there. One of Johnny gone. We got one more to do. That's good. Yeah, it's we gotta do it at the right phase. Questing Beast can actually freely attack at this point, right? With that one of Johnny gone. Right? We can make him lose indestructible. As Johnny goes up, right? Play our secondary Questing Beast now. Huh? Last turn here. This did become a very real game of Magic. We got 5 cards in his hand. We're down to 1, and it is a duplicate legendary. A little bit messy. Questing Beast really is protecting us here, and his giant killer really protecting him. We both gained about 20 life. Okay, Johnny's useless until we're exiled. He can give Johnny protection now. That's like really cool. Let's spread our threats out. Let's see what he does here, because we can pump our Phoenix now with the cleave. Quite nice. But he should tap our Questing Beast. It's too late now to do that. I have Death Touch Trample. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen, you guys. Thinking he didn't think about that. Boom, only needed to deal 1 point of damage to him. Pretty nice. Right? Still have our Phoenix out. Both huge Johnnies are gone. The Giant Killer remains, which we're gonna need to get around, but I think that's good. I was also just there confusing Trample Death Touch combo with First Strike Death Touch combo. Both the Johnnies are gone now, though. His god or demigod is gone. No, that's the god. Demigod Daxos is still here. And the healer goes in for 1. We're at 27, so no worries here. Hmm, 5/5 sounds good to me. Know what I mean? A year ago at each other. You know what I mean? Make this game fun again. So we're gonna beef up our Lovestruck Beast here. I guess another Johnny, pretty cool. Let's get really toxic about this, you guys. What do you do, man? You gotta do it on the Questing Beast. Now he's worried. I'm so sorry, you guys. I had someone the other day ask me, could you try to be a little bit more salty while you play? All I want to say is he started it. I'll accept it. We're back up to 29. He's down to 11. We're winning the push. Idiot Backblade can exile target non-land permanent at -6. That's something to consider moving forward. What he needs is another Giant Killer or 2. Palmstat, this Ashiok sleeve is from your Mastery Pass. Yeah, he's trying to gain any semblance that he can. White block. Really no need. We're keeping the Lovestruck Beast back to block, but he won't need to. So we still get that nice hit in on his Gideon Backblade. Now we'll put this on our Lovestruck Beast. Putting in a good fight. We're at 31 though. Like, it's a lot of damage for him to do with no Ajani's, you know what I mean? 3 Ajani's in the grave.
Prepare for battle.
We're here for the long con now, you guys. What are we at? 20 minutes in this match alone. It's really balancing out from our spaz win streak earlier. Now, secondary LSAT at Life's Bounty is something I do like. And now if I was my opponent, I would have been sacrificing my outside Life's Bounties to protect my Ajani. He could have killed our Lovestruck Beast while leaving the Ajani up. This is interesting to me because only one Daxos gets to stay, so he's just looking to life. And again, there's no Ajani on the field for this, so it's just to his health bar. It's not really doing anything else. He's getting 2 damage in every turn. Loving it, I'm sure. He's back up to 14. I'm sick of drawing a land. We can confirm that. Is he not blocking? What's going on here? I'm incredibly confused as to why he didn't Giant Killer our Phoenix, but I'm not going to argue with it. Just going to capitalize on it. That's the last of it, kids. Up to 35, down to 0, and GG, R.I.P.Z. Woof. I actually thought we might lose that last match there, you guys. That was a game. That was a good game. The first half of the video, people are just auto-conceding, which I really appreciate too. It just goes to show you how sick and tired they are of seeing this deck. So if you're looking to climb rank, I definitely recommend Gruul Aggro by JRR2. Thank you so much for this deck, bro. It's an absolute house. We are live every single morning, 6 a.m. PST on Twitch if you would like to join the live discussion. We can also continue this conversation throughout the day on Discord if you're interested in that. We have so many things going on, you guys. Be sure to check out the links below. We have free-to-play beginner's handbook. We have a monthly brawl tournament. We're opening up a monthly, or not a monthly, a draft league, not a tournament, our league where you collect points, which is really, really interesting. We're doing the gem giveaway this week. Just so many things going on in our community. Be sure to join it. We'd love to have you. Thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Send it to a friend. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.